Okay, so in this example here, we're going to show how you can take multiple amortization schedules from an Excel file and import them to create multiple amortization schedules on a reconciliation all at one time. Okay, so let's first take a look at our Excel file. What you're seeing here is two prepaid items. We have a prepaid item here for our health insurance premium. We have another prepaid item here for our dental insurance premium. So we're going to set this up on an amortization on our June rec and have it amortize over 12 months. So column C here is the start date of the amortization, or the starting month of the amortization. The ending date is the ending month of the amortization. Here's the amounts of the invoices, and then here's our open date and origination date for the schedule. Okay. Now, like always, when importing supporting items or schedules from an Excel file into a rec, it's always best practice to make sure that your field names on the Excel file are spelled exactly the same as they are within Blackline. So when you're creating a supporting item or a schedule within Blackline, you have a field called reference and description and transactional amount. For amortization schedules, you'll see a field for start date and end date. Okay, always make sure that your field names are spelled the same as they are in Blackline, and that ensures, or I should say, really makes it easier, because Blackline will automatically know that this field here represents the starting amortization date, and this field here is the amount of the invoice. It just makes things a lot simpler when you're importing this into the system. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and import. Come back to our reconciliation. We're looking at, again, at a prepaid insurance rec over here. And we're going to click on the multiple hyperlink right here to import those two schedules. So we'll click on the multiple. Okay. One thing that you'll need to set on the top here is the calculation method. Really, gosh, the majority of time, obviously, it's typically going to be something like straight line. So we're going to select straight line in this example. Come down here to import file. We're going to browse out to the Excel file that I was just showing you before. And I'll scroll down a little bit here, and you can see here was those two scheduled items, the health insurance premium, the dental insurance premium on our Excel file. Okay. Again, as I mentioned before, if you keep your field header names on your Excel file spelled exactly how they are within Blackline, then Blackline knows exactly how to map those Excel fields to the Blackline fields. Okay. All that's left is to select the records on the Excel file that you want to import. Majority of time, you're going to want to select all of them, so you can click on that top check mark there to select all, and then go ahead and click the import button. Okay. Now you'll see the two schedules are now have now been imported into the amortizable schedule section on my reconciliation. I could always click our scheduled icon right here to see the individual schedule for each item. So here's the amount that we're amortizing each month. Here's the months over here. And then, of course, if you wanted to see that traditional look, you can always click on the roll forward button. And now we're seeing our two line items. If I scroll to the right, what the amortizable balance is at the end of each fiscal period going into the future. Now, one last thing I'll point out here is you'll notice when I imported the schedules, I kind of did it at a summary view. I kind of did it at, hey, here's what the line, here's what each item is, here's the starting and ending amortization date and amounts, and then the system kind of calculated the schedule for me. So let's say I had I'll call it like a non-normal schedule, like where the amounts were different each month, or I couldn't use, or where it's not straight line, or I couldn't use some of the other auto calculation methods like catch up or anything like that. Um, you as the preparer could not use this method to import those schedules. However, there's still good news. There is a technique that your system administrator can use to import schedules that meet that criteria type that I just laid out. That's using the import v7 data import tab, and there'll be another video that we'll create on how to use that technique.